Hi there, Dr. Gary here, Dr. Gary on the road. Today's topic is going to be additional valuation, which gets incorporated in the sale of a dental practice. This is important because things are always changing, and something has just changed and added new value to a dental practice that really wasn't there before pandemic. It may have been there, but now it's played a bigger role. So we're going to be talking about that indeed. But anyway, before we do, it's Dr. Gary on the road. We sell dental practices nationwide, and our contact information is dentalpracticeguide.com is the website. Our phone number is 201-663-0935. That phone is answered 24/7. But basically from 7:30 in the morning a.m. till 9:30 p.m. But we answer it 7 days a week, 363 days a year. We take off Christmas and Easter. We're always at your service. So please give us a call. This information you're about to hear is for entertainment purposes. It is not legal or business advice. So please speak to your professionals all the time. But anyway, so we have a situation now and we work with all practices, large or small. We do sell to the DSOs, and they will pay our commission depending on which one we choose. We're independent. When you work with us, if you're a seller and it's a DSO, often, based on circumstances, I can get your legal fees reimbursed. So give us a call. Anyway, so today's topic is additional valuations added to the sale of a dental practice. What we're talking about is the value of staff. It has never been more so than now that we're getting higher value on a staff that comes along with the practice. It's always been valuable, but now it's to another level, especially if it's a buyer that has a couple of practices in a region. And this new practice they're thinking about buying has a full complement of staff that's going to stay on. This is huge because we're negotiating now on a practice, and because the dentist has two hygienists and an office manager who are outstanding, the value of those is being added in the buyer's mind to the sale of the practice. Because the buyer is saying, I'll pay an extra $35,000, $40,000 in our negotiations because the staff is obviously coming. You always want the staff to come along with the deal, but because they are getting the staff and the hygienist and an office manager that they could rotate also through their office, which is not too far away, it has a tremendous value to it. And that value is helping in the negotiations, and they're actually paying a little more for the practice than they're comfortable with, because the value added of this staff has just taken it to another level. And whoa, excuse me, it's getting too bright for me. I'm gonna put my glasses on here. There we go. How am I looking? So anyway, it's bringing new value. I'm in the middle of negotiations now. They're on like a $400,000 purchase. They're about $35,000 apart, and negotiations are going back and forth. And the buyer said to me, I think I'm going to pay a little extra more than I'm comfortable, almost $35,000 more than I want to pay, because I'm getting staff that I can utilize at my office, and it will work out really well. And I think they're great staff. So there's your value to it. So in this business, just remember, it's always changing, and it's hard to keep up with these changes. This didn't exist before the pandemic. Staff were critical and always a little difficult to get, but not as hard as now. Plus, you have the fact that the local states or government were giving the extended benefits. Nobody wanted to work. So the dynamics change all the time. Now, at the end of September, I believe all those benefits are running out, so there should be an increased workforce. But on the other hand, there's going to be some of the dental auxiliaries that don't want to go back to work anymore. They're afraid. And that might happen, especially with hygienists. So you've got to be aware of it. It's a changing. Everything's always changing. We try to keep you posted of what's happening on a constant basis. What's happening today? How did things change today? How did negotiations change? What peculiar events occurred? We're trying to bring you that information. And this information is fluid. It's always changing. And really, the only way to tell what's going on with the sale of dental practices is with something that closed yesterday and how the deal came about and what changed, what didn't change, and what problems we had, what issues we had, what changed on that. And we try to go through that with you. All right? Thank you for listening. Dr. Gary on the road. We're here to help you, whether a buyer or a seller. Call us at 201-663-0935. We're here to assist you. All right? Thank you for tuning in. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button. We appreciate it. Thanks. Bye.